Hello people, so once again we got another episode of UQ Holder Negima episode 2, and I've got to say by the end of this episode I kind of like where this is heading because we got some major development. So we start off with Yukihime aka Evangeline and Tota making their way to Tokyo City. Tota's goal is obviously to climb the orbital elevator, and he kind of references the fact that along the way they're going to meet more people so he can meet more friends, and then Evangeline is quick to remind him, listen, you're immortal now, so that's going to have a problem with the people you meet. Unless they happen to be immortal like you, which is fine, because obviously you and me, we're okay, but you're going to remain the same age like this for the rest of the eternity. So that's something he has to think about, and he does when he kind of wanders off, and he kind of blows off Evangeline, saying, yeah, I'm off, I'm gonna take a bath at the river. So Evangeline's kind of ticked off by this. So this serves as a plot point to get us introduced to new characters as well. So Tota bumps into another character who goes by the name of Tokisaka Kuramaru. So, and an awkward meeting for first off, because obviously I think obviously it's a boy, but the way how it's all presented, Tota grabs a feel leery of Tokisaka, who's pretty much a boy at this point, obviously, and then gets ticked off and tries to attack Tota, and that's kind of how they met for the first time. Very awkward scene. There's a running gag throughout this entire episode because obviously he had the looks of a female, but obviously he was a boy, and it's not the first time it's happened in most anime. We get this a lot. So there's definitely a good gag they used the entire episode. In fact, Hot Springs, you literally had Tota question, are you really a boy or are you a girl? And embarrassed by this, and that's like he's got something to hide. So then you got Evangeline at the end saying, yeah, let's see. Wait, are you truly a boy? So that was kind of interesting. It was kind of awkward at the same time. So that's how they get introduced. We also come to find out that Tokisaka Kuramaru actually comes up from the land above the orbital elevator, which Tota wants to reach. So that's interesting to find out there's land above the orbital elevator. So that brings us to a further plot point down the road. Not only that, there's people that actually want Evangeline's head above the orbital elevator. So, and Tokisaka kind of reveals, like, yeah, my goal is to retrieve Evangeline. So, because right now I'm banished from the orbital elevator, I can't return until I do that, until I take back Evangeline or take her down. So that's where the plot point comes in, and he sees Evangeline, and obviously he tries to attack her, and immediately Evangeline says, "Oh, you're part of the Sensei Ryu style." So, and then we get a shot. So maybe there's a connection there. That could be kind of cool, because one thing we did see the cast of the original Negima in the visual, so I'm only going to assume that could be where this heads. So we'll see. He tries to perform a Sensei Ryu style type of attack, but before he can, tries to attack Evangeline. She blocks it with one finger. By the way, that was boss level. And then a stronger attack, but Yukihime, boom, straight through the chest, and kind of reveals that this guy's immortal because he can repair himself, much like Tota. So I'm not going anywhere until I bring back your head. I have to. It was kind of an order, assignment from my brother to me, and obviously we're gonna find out more about this brother of his or her. The question still is up in the air. So that was kind of interesting. So I guess that's where the plot point is gonna pick up later down the road. Obviously, this guy's got super suspicious the fact that he's wearing a mask anyway. It's kind of obvious that Tokisaka's getting the Zuko treatment from Avatar: The Last Airbender, because he can't return until he brings back his goal. Okay, we've seen that before. So Tokisaka's in a pinch because obviously he needs to be strong enough to deal with. Evangeline's like, yeah, okay, you want to go for my head? Let's see if you can defeat my apprentice. Let's see if you can defeat Tota in a one-on-one fight. You do that, then you can challenge me. So Tokisaka, no second thoughts, hands Tota a katana, and he literally puts it down and kicks Tokisaka right in the face. You got Tokisaka literally coming through with some of the attacks, and you see Tota dodging it like a boss. That was impressive. Tokisaka literally beheads Tota, but obviously, like we know, he's immortal, so that's not a problem. He reattaches his head and says, okay, I need to get serious. Boom! One punch sends Tokisaka into the ground, and you see the hole made, and you see the shockwave. So that's some serious power. So, and you got Tokisaka kind of referencing the fact that, oh, Tota, this guy, his battle instincts are pretty sharp. So that's under the tutelage of Evangeline. Then they kind of to the hot springs with, I guess, to Tota and Tokisaka. So Tota continuously tries to make Tokisaka his friend, and even doing so, he actually made an arranged agreement in his blood to actually agree to be his friend. And Tokisaka's like, no, I'm not here to be a friend. I'm here to take back Evangeline's head. It's my mission. So by the episode, he kind of warms up to Tota a little bit. At the same time, he's being questioned if he's actually a boy. Like I said, I think that was a gag, and it's a gag that's going to be used most often. And obviously, Negima is known for its fan service, so you knew this was coming. Tota literally says, "Let's peek on Evangeline. Let's see what Yukihime up there." So you sure that could be a bad idea. And Tota's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not interested in seeing a body because I get to see it naked all the time at the household." So talking like casually, like it's no big deal or anything. I just want to go up there because I want a challenge of climbing the cliff and then seeing what's up above there. So that's Tota's goal for wanting to go up there. And Tokisaka's like, yeah, you serious about this? So Tota casually just jumps up into the female, to the girl side of the hot springs. And once you see childlike form. And Tota's like, I don't recognize you. I've seen you before, but I don't know who you are. And Evangeline's like, I'm disappointed because this is me, Evangeline Yukihime. I'm just in my child form. Goes back into an adult form, which is a huge improvement, by the way. And Tota's like, yeah, this is where things get really weird because obviously Evangeline is not really shy about exposing her body, not at all. To the point where she's like, okay, you want to do this? Try and take that bathing towel from me. And obviously, Tota actually insults Yukihime by saying, yeah, I'm not really interested in older women. You can tell she got pissed off the moment he said that. And first off, she freezes up the water in the hot springs. In the hot springs, by the way. So the water's frozen, and then she comes down with a glacier ice spear magic attack, which sends Tota flying down the cliff and being caught by Tokisaka. And Tokisaka's thinking, oh, using that attack, she may be dark after all. So I like the teamwork dynamic of the two, even though it was kind of a gag and kind of ridiculous at the same time. So Tota's like, yo, throw me back up. Tokisaka throws him back up, and it manages to grab the bathing towel off of Yukihime, exposing her body. Not shy at the slightest. And in fact, she actually accomplishes, yeah, I like this rock body of mine, so I have no problems flaunting it to anybody. And Tota just continues to insult her even further to the point where he gets drowned underwater. So that was funny. And then Tokisaka at that point is warming up to both of them. And this is where things get really interesting because Yukihime is pretty much like, yo, why don't I train you so you can defeat me? So I definitely sensed a Zoro Mihawk type of One Piece moment. Tokisaka literally just said, maybe I found my purpose down here. Because she's pretty much exiled from returning until she brings back Evangeline, right? So maybe she grow accustomed to life down below. So I hope that's where this heads. I'm pretty sure it will. So, and then Tota kind of brings up a whole interesting subject. So, okay, so there's me and you and Yukihime that are immortal. So maybe there's more out there, and maybe we should befriend them. Alliance for the greater good. And Evangeline's like, yeah, way ahead of you, kid. With a snap of a finger, we see a dozen cars and a personal escort, and we get to see two new characters. So I definitely think they're going to be a vocal point in the series, as well as possibly being introduced to other characters as well. So that could be cool. So we get introduced to one, and that starts off by Karin gets introduced. It pretty much says, "Yo, who are you to introduce to try and talk to Evangeline like that? To talk to Yukihime like that?" And Evangeline's like, yeah, it's cool. He's immortal like you. Don't kill him. So the most surprising thing about all this is Evangeline, or aka Yukihime, kind of reveals that she got bored in her free time. So what she did was, I guess, founded the UQ Holder family of immortal beings who can, I guess, perform magic. So we get introduced to Karin, who literally approaches Tota with a mallet. Now, in the Negima world is pretty much focuses on magic for the most part. So I think it'd be actually kind of cool if Karin can reveals that mallet, she can actually use a magic to maybe change her forms, maybe change his appearance, maybe something similar to Ginto from there, where he has different versions of Babo, but he actually can transform a mallet and into a dagger and all that. Maybe it's something similar to that. So maybe this UQ Holder family may turn out to be the new team mayor. Obviously, I'm joking about that, but there is some emphasis of why they're focusing on the mallet of Karin. So I definitely think that could be a plot. So I definitely want to see where this goes next. The thing about this note is the reason why you'd have. I think this is definitely going to set up a conflict down the road because number one, who's setting up the bounty on Evangeline's head? Secondly, who made Tokisaka immortal in the first place? Is there a vampire up there, or is there somebody making a spell? And secondly, why are they after Evangeline up above? What does that have to do with them? So maybe there's going to be an eternal war down the road with the members of the UQ Holder organization, and maybe who's ever above the orbital elevator. Maybe that's where the conflict's going to lie, or it could be down below. So I definitely think this is intriguing as hell. I want to see where this goes to next. And the thing about this is, Tota's goal is to actually climb the tower and find out what's above there. So, like I said, there has to be a struggle that has to work for to get stronger. Because whatever that's up there, he's got to face. Because I get the feeling that's why Negi Springfield is the one that actually tell Tota, you need to go up to the tower. Because whatever is up there, you need to take care of. So I think Tota's going to be the one to resolve that. That's just my feelings. But let me know what you guys think down below. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoyable episode. Can't wait to see where this goes next. Comment down below your thoughts, what you think is going to happen next. Obviously, people that read the manga, no spoilers. Subscribe channel. Catch you guys later. Bye.